What up, what up? This is Trumpet on Air, your morning trumpet warm-up show where we not only warm up the mind, warm up the body and the trumpet. My name is Aaron, as your host today, and what we're going to be covering today is we're going to warm up today, as usual, but the topic is self-esteem. I've had to deal with so many things about my own mental limitations about myself. So I think this will be a good time to kind of discuss that, or to address it. So if you're new, welcome. My name is Aaron, and if you're new, please subscribe. We just crossed on this channel, the Black Trumpeter, 42,000 subscribers. 42,000 subscribers. We're heading straight to the road for 50K. I'm looking forward to that milestone, but I appreciate everybody that has subscribed, been a part of this channel, has followed this channel for years. So if you're new, say what up, subscribe, like the video. Please go ahead and say what up, say hello, tell me where you're from. What's up, Christoph, over on Facebook? All right, so what I wanted to kind of cover today is, there's 6 people in here. Say what up, like the video, talk to me before I get into the topic. But what I want to say about self-esteem is that we're creatures of habit, right? Creatures of habit. There you go. What's up, Sam? What's up, Samuel? We're creatures of habit. What's up, Joey? There we go. What's up, Joe? I'm sorry. Call you Joey for nickname, like I know you. But welcome. What's up, Joe? But we're creatures of habit. So we have to be very careful on the things that we ruminate. That's a word that just popped into my head. I don't know if it works, but it's something that we think about. So our thinking is so important. So why do I say that? We're creatures of a habit. Because what we think turns into words, and our words turn into actions, and then our actions turn into habit. So whatever we think about ourselves is who we are. So you got to be very careful on what you think and what you speak about yourself, what you speak on your life. So, and that's very important, because as trumpet players, we can get in our head a lot of times, right? So what we don't want is to associate our ability or our self-worth to what we are currently doing on the trumpet, or what we're currently playing. It doesn't define us as human beings. It doesn't define us as musicians. So be very careful on using this phrase, I am. Be very careful on what you say about what you put after that I am. Right? What's up, Art? From Russia. What's up, Samuel? So be very careful about what you say about yourself. You can say you have a tendency to, I have a propensity to, but not I am. And the reason why I say that is because if you say something about yourself, the universe is going to help you, is going to agree with you and help you along with that journey, whatever you say about yourself. So be careful about what you say about yourself. Be careful with the phrase I am. And be mindful of that. Because again, our thoughts turn into words. Our words turn into actions. And our actions turn into habit. So that's what I want to leave you with today. So think about that this morning. Think about that later on this week, and really pay attention to what you say about yourself internally. I'm being more aware of that as I get older, as time goes on. So that's the mental warm up. That's the mental warm up for today. Be more mindful. What's up, Kelly? Kelly says, I find a lot of trumpet players to be competitive. Do you think that's healthy? I think competition is healthy. I think competition is very healthy because it breeds community. I mean, and there's nothing. I don't think there's anything wrong with being competitive. Now, there's a negative side to that for sure. Like if it's just like tearing up your relationships and you just don't know when to turn it off. But I think there's healthy competition. Now as far as ego goes, like we're probably the most egotistical musicians out there, right? So we got to be careful of that, sure. Now, if competition is getting in the way of your success or your progression, then you have to kind of change your mind about that. Change your mind about not comparing yourself in that aspect. And it's funny because I have students of mine that constantly compare themselves to me. And so they're not aware of their own journey and how far they've come. And I have to remind them almost every lesson, like you weren't able to play this 2 weeks ago, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, right? Christoph, if you don't like the music, you can leave. Thank you very much. Don't make me block you. You don't have to be here if you don't like the music. That goes for anybody. All right. Nelson says, I'm 45 and I start this summer to learn the trumpet. Do you think it's possible to learn good? Yeah, I think it's possible for sure. It doesn't matter what age. I'm teaching people that's 60, 70 years old, just picking up the horn. And a good time to start is always today, now. So what you can do to try to speed up that process is not to wait. So my thing is if you are going to start the trumpet, you have to be patient. You have to be patient with yourself, because the first month is the roughest month, because you're just starting out. You're trying to figure out how to play the instrument, and it can get pretty rough. So keep in perspective, like it's going to be rough. It's not going to sound good, right? It's going to sound bad before it gets good, and just be okay with that, and just do what your teacher tells you, and just follow the process, okay? All right. You're welcome, man. Yeah, it's hard, but it's worth it. It's totally worth it, man. All right, y'all. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna get started warming up. I just wanted to put that out there. So if you guys missed it, my 10-minute thing is all about self-esteem. So be careful with your thoughts, because your thoughts turn into who you are. Because thoughts turn into words, words turn into actions, actions turn into habit. And as human beings, we are creatures of habit. So be careful on what you think about yourself. Be mindful. All right, so today is going to be a very easy warm-up, nothing too crazy. So let's start with some just fluttering the chops. So do as I do. Flutter the chops, relax the corners of your lips, and blow air to make this sound. Hold one side of your face and let's flutter the other side. Hold the other side of your face, and let's do the other side. Alright, excuse me. So our chops should be nice and warm right now, with a little vibration, nothing too crazy. Just to wake up and warm up the face a bit. Now let's go to a mouthpiece. We're gonna do some sirens. Just going up and going down, up and going down. So I'm gonna bring my finger up, bring the pitch up. As I bring my finger down, bring the pitch down. We're going to just do that. Don't worry about the pitch. Just worry about the mechanics of bring the pitch up, bring the pitch down, so on and so forth. We're not worried about anything but just getting vibration to happen. Okay? All right, let's get started right now. Let's start low, go up, and go back down. Okay, now let's start up, go down, and then come back up. You don't have to match my pitch. Just start where you are. Nice. So I just do that just to reinforce nice airflow. No breaks in the sound when we buzz. It's nice and smooth. We get all the pretty notes all in between, making sure the lips are vibrating at all times. So with that being said, let's get to some vibrations, some real vibrations. All right, so now let's start on our second line G. And what we're gonna do, I think this is more like a Schlossberg type of thing, but I was introduced to this type of exercise in college. And so this is what I did, but it's really simple. It's really simple. So what we're gonna do is play 3 notes. We're gonna play 3 of each note. 3 of each note. So we're gonna do half note, whole note. But what we're gonna add to that is the first note. The first note is going to be a breath attack. The second note and the third note are going to be tongued attacks, or tongued or articulated notes. Some people don't like the word attacks, but whatever. So I want you to say ha or who. Let's do who. Who do. Who do. Say that after me. Who do. That's what our tongue is going to do. Who. Okay. Let's start on second line G. Just repeat after me. After I play, you play. We're going to start with the breath attack and then 2 articulated attacks. If I didn't mention before, we're going to go down in half steps. So that was just F sharp. Now let's play F. I know it's early, and some of you can't play because of your neighbors. So what I suggest is sing. That's the best thing that you can do for your trumpet playing is to sing and match pitch. So after I play the pitch, just repeat the pitch right after me and through your voice. Next note is E, 1 and 2. Just worry about vibration. Don't worry about making a good sound. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about how you sound compared to me or anybody else. We're just looking for a response to the air. Take all that pressure off, take all that mental energy off trying to sound good, and just play. Just play the horn. Let it vibrate. Now let's play D. C sharp. C. What's up? What's up? We got Brian Davis, Airflow Music in the building. Good morning, Aaron. Hope you got some sleep and are feeling good. I got some sleep. I got some sleep, and it was some good sleep too. So I'm still a little groggy. It's really early, but thank you so much for popping on and saying hello. Good to see you. Now let's do low C. Now there is music going on in the background, and our notes might be clashing, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about the clashing notes. Kind of embrace it, because guess what? There's going to be a time where you play a wrong note or a clashing note. Let's be ready for that. That's one way I like to be prepared, by just playing wrong things. So I'm not surprised, and it doesn't get me off. You know, it doesn't throw me off at all. So go with the flow. If you feel, because I've been practicing maybe a few days, if you feel like your chops or your tone is kind of wavering, don't fight it. Don't try to make it stable. I just want you to focus on the response of the air. Keep that air stream as steady as you can, but don't fight anything that you're feeling that feels uncomfortable right now. Just worry about the response of the air and the vibration of the lips. Yeah, man, early. Only for one day, though. No other day. Just one day out of the week. That's all. All right, let's play B natural. We're going all the way down to F sharp. So let's go. Now, another thing about self-esteem is that, and just mental thought process is what I've done to kind of revamp how I think is to care less, to be careless, to be careless. Because I felt like when I cared too much, I put too much unnecessary pressure on myself, and then that just comes off in my playing. Not to say I don't care about the other musicians, I don't care about the people in the band, I don't care about the music, but just it's not easy to say just relax, but it's not that serious. It's just music. It's just music. And the thing is, no one's going to be harmed because you play a wrong note or you're maybe a little out of tune. Yeah, they might be a little upset, but they'll be okay. I stopped caring about what people thought on the stage, what people are thinking right now as I'm live right now. I honestly do not care. And that just takes a lot of pressure off. And so when I started taking the pressure off myself, I started to become less nervous and more focused on the goal at hand. The goal at hand is to play the music and to service the music as much as possible. I can't do that if I'm thinking about what people are thinking about me. So think about that. Think about that today, sometime this week, is just stop caring so much. Stop caring about how you sound right now. That's not the place for that right now. Let's just get some sounds going, some vibrations going. If you agree, that's cool. If you disagree, that's cool too. Please dislike the video. That helps me either way. What's up, William? Thanks for your advice and for helping others. I appreciate that, William. What's up, Sam? Says, good morning, Aaron. Thank you for all you say and do to help others. I appreciate you, man. What's up, Reggie? Self-acceptance is so important. You're so right. See, this is not only a warm-up of just the trumpet, man. We gotta be, it's holistic here. It's holistic. What's happening up here affects this so much. It affects the horn so much. What's up, Herman? All right, so we were on B flat. Let's play low A now. We're going to low F sharp. Let's do it. So let's play low A. First with a breath attack, and then followed by 2 articulated attacks. Do, preferably, to soften up the articulation. Who, do. A flat, 2 and 3, low A flat, who, do. If you haven't liked the video already, please like the video. That's the price of admission. Like the video or dislike the video. I appreciate it very much. Thank you so much. If you're enjoying this content, please like the video. If you're new to this channel, my name is Aaron, the Black Trumpeter, and yeah, subscribe as well if you're new. What's up, Klaus? We got Klaus in the building. on Facebook. Loving the lights in the background, Aaron. Love seeing you doing your thing. Love that you're here, Klaus. Good to see you virtually. All right, let's do low F sharp. Oh, no, let's do low G, and then we do low F sharp. Let's do low G right now. Now, when we're doing this, I now want you to kind of put your focus on your grips, your left hand and your right hand. So let's do this last note, and I want you to release the tension in your hands. Hold the trumpet with a little bit of delicacy. Try not to grip it like it's going somewhere. Relax the hands in your left hand. And how you do that, or how I do that, is make sure there's space in between your hand and the valve casing. Just, you see that space in there? I'm not gripping it like this. You see that? So loosen up that left hand grip. And it's going to loosen up all that tension in the forearm, which travels up into your arm, up to your neck, and into your playing. It's very slight, it's very minute, but it makes a big difference. So now what I want you to put your focus on is loosening up, being very supple in how you hold the trumpet. All right, so now let's play this last note, and then we're going to go on to some very easy lip flexibilities, okay? So let's play low F sharp, 1, 2, and 3, slow air, and put your focus on just relaxing the left hand and the right hand grip. Here we go, low F sharp. I'll play and then you play. Did you feel a difference that time? Did you feel a difference in how you held the instrument and how I always want to try to be in control, but most times, the trumpet doesn't want that. The trumpet just wants you to sit back, relax, and just play the thing. So I try my best to try I try my best to try less. Stop trying to make things happen and let it happen. Make sure you drink some water today. All right, let's go to flexibility. There's 22 folks in the building. Welcome. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video as you come in. Say what up if you haven't been to the stream before. If you're new, say what up. Tell me where you're from. Tell me your name so I can meet you face to face virtually. I can't see you, but I can feel your presence. Thank you so much for being here. All right, let's go to some flexibility. Just repeat after me. What's up, Christian from Florida? We're going to do this out of time, no metronome, right? Just repeat after me. So what I want you to focus on is making sure the partials from one note to the next note are as smooth as possible. Do, do, do. If you can't play, please sing. Sing these pitches and get them into your ear, get them into your soul, and internalize them. That's going to really help your trumpet playing. We need to hear the note before we play it. We got to be the note before we play it. All right, let's play. Now press down 2, and we're going to just keep going down all 7, well, 7 out of the 8 finger combinations. So press 2 and follow me. We got Joe says, I try to raise my tongue to play higher up, but all that happens is the same note I'm playing gets louder. Okay, so with that, what I want you to do is think more, uh, think more vocal based communication. So if you're trying to raise the tongue, I want you to say this. I want you to say ta ta o ah. If that doesn't work, those valve combinations, vowel sounds, then try T I E T I E. Say that. Say that out loud. Don't be embarrassed. You're by yourself. No one can hear you. Um, but try those combinations. Either ta to o back to ah, or e to ah and then back up to e. And then put it to some air. So think about the same vowel sounds, and then try that same approach and blow air. So I'm using ti back to t. That's one way. Another way you can think about is moving the jaw. So as you go down, bring the jaw down to lower the pitch. As you go up, bring the jaw up just a bit, not too much, nothing too crazy. But these are slight movements. Now, a second thing that might be happening is that you might not be supporting the air enough. So you have the air, right? But you're not supporting. So what I need you to do is support. What does that mean? So engage your abs. What does that mean? I want you to pretend like you're bringing your belly button back to your spine if the higher notes are troubling to you. So as we go up, engage the core, and that helps speed up that airflow up to that higher note. But either way, try some things out. And if you're still having trouble, I give lessons. The first lesson for all first-time students is free, total value. I got nothing to sell you, but click the link either below or above this video and get some feedback from me if you're having some trouble with anything that I'm going over today, okay? But try those little tweaks out and see if it works. Now let's do 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So repeat after me. Very good question. Ben from New Jersey. Is that New Jersey? NJ. I'm terrible at maps. Ben says, what's up? Are you doing all breath attacks? The first one, well, I'm kind of going back and forth. It's nothing too religious. But the first one, I either do a breath attack or a tongued attack using a D syllable. Do or da or wah. Okay. Now you can go either way. You can start with the breath attack, slur down and slur back up. Try both. Now let's press 2 and 3 and do the same thing. Now 1 and 3. Now, as you do this, now what I want you to do is put put your mental focus on your posture. Posture is very important. So if you're sitting, make sure you're sitting nice and balanced and not too straight up, not too slouched over, but balanced. Sit on your butt bones. Sit on those butt bones. Maybe sit at the edge of your chair. Sit at the edge of your chair, your seat, and sit nice and balanced, not too straight up, not too slouched over. Chest up, maybe shoulder blades together, or as close as you can. What's up? So hello from Brazil. I'm a bit late. What are the mechanics you're applying to have this great flexibility? That's a great question. I'll explain that. Let's do our last combination, and then we'll go on to some articulation. So let's do 1, 2, 3, and then I'll explain that for you. Okay, I think that's the name. 1, 2, and 3. Repeat after me. All right, Reggie, thank you for being here. I have to go now, but I have to check out class more often now that I'm retired and living in Mexico. Thank you. Have a great day. You too, Reggie, if you're still here. Probably not, but thank you for being here. And as well, everyone else that is here. All right, so now let's talk about Age's question. Hello from Brazil. I'm a bit late. What are the mechanics you are applying to have this great flexibility? For me, Lord, I can even drink some more water, huh? Sorry. All right, let's try that again. All right, so for me, what makes great flexibility is timing. And even though we didn't play with a metronome, timing is everything. Timing, and then the right vowel sound for, or the approximate vowel sound for the note that you want to play. So what does that mean? So for let's take second line G. Let's take second line G, for instance, going to low C. Second line G, I kind of equate that with a more ah syllable, right in the middle of the, right in the middle. So I'm thinking ah. So let's play it. Da, I'm thinking da, and then I'm being very conscious of, okay, what is my oral cavity shape? How does that feel? I'm going more based on feel, and then going down to that low C, I'm thinking more O. Ah, oh. And I'm not thinking, but I'm feeling what it feels like to have that shape in my mouth. And then I'm changing the vowel sound in time or at the right time. So I'm thinking, ah, oh, ah. So singing helps to kind of figure out, okay, what's the most optimum tongue level that I need for that note, and also air or wind speed. Ah, oh, ah. So with that being said, I want to slow down that airstream. Ah, oh, ah, because the speed of our air determines the pitch that we play in the harmonic series as well. So not only the shape of the mouth, but also the air speed. And there's another thing I don't really like to talk about too much because it brings a little bit too much complexity to the situation. But for those two things, I want you to think about, whenever you want that lower note to happen, I want you to think that as soon as you play that note, everything has to happen in one swipe. Ah, oh, ah. If something doesn't happen right away, you either didn't change when you were supposed to change, either your tongue level or your air speed. So for instance, like this. You might either undershoot the note or you might overshoot the note. You go, if you're trying to go up and you get that splia. For me, that's telling me two things. One, my air was too fast. Two, my oral cavity shape was too high for that note. And if I'm undershooting the note, that means my air was too slow and my oral cavity was too low. So I try to make it that simple, and then all I do is worry about, okay, I need to make everything happen in time, at the same time. Everything needs to happen at the same time. Your air, your oral cavity shape, and the next thing is aperture size. So that's another thing, and I talk about that in a video called how to play high notes for beginners. Aperture size. So what is aperture size? The aperture size is the middle of your lips. The middle of your lips, how big or how small, but they're always open. So for lower notes, they're more open. For higher notes, they're a little bit more, I don't want to say closed, but they're closer together. But they're always, there's always some space in between, right? So for me, this is me personally, somebody might disagree, but everything needs to happen in time. So what are those things that need to happen in time to have good flexibility? tone level, going up or going down, airspeed, going fast or going slow, and aperture size, big to small. Big for lower notes, smaller or closer together for higher notes. That's what I believe. And that's what works for me for now. Hopefully that helps. So if you're busy getting this, you're kind of going under the pitch and just bringing it up. Try making sure that you don't lose the air pressure of the note. Da, do, da. If you're going up, if you're doing this, you're playing the partial above the note you're trying to play, then your oral cavity is too high, maybe your air is too fast, right? So yeah, that's what works for me. If you're trying to fix that, what I like to do is more a breath attack. So starting out with air, bringing the lips together, and let the lips vibrate where they want to vibrate for that particular note. So let's take, and I go over this in the previous episode of this show. And I'm kind of talking about this at lengths for some reason, but I think it really helped. And then we'll get to some articulation. But if you're having a hard time with a particular note, especially notes that you can already play, start by starting out with air and then bringing the lips closer together gradually, and they'll vibrate on their own depending on, one, the correct tongue level that you have, and two, the right air that you feed it. What this does is tell you, okay, what's the appropriate aperture size, because that's the third thing. What's the appropriate aperture size that I need for this particular note to make sound happen? So let's start on G, and we're just going to do it on this note, and then we'll get to some articulation. Really simple. Let's start on second line G. I want you to think this note. I want you to sing it in your head. Da, that's the note, da. Sing that really loud in your head as you blow just air, and bring the lips together. Okay, so that's what I do to kind of find the note, and make sure that I'm getting the note that I want by doing that. But you got to sing really loud in your head, and then bring the lips together, and the note should happen. All right, I know I went at lengths on that topic, but it helps somebody out there. All right, let's get to some articulation, then we'll be done. Let's do the people's key, C major. The people's key of C major. So what we're going to do is varying note values. So we're going to start with half notes, then we're going to play quarter notes, then we're going to play eighth notes. and on each note. So we're only going to do 5 notes. So we're going to do half notes, quarter notes, and then eighth notes. So for this exercise, we do need a metronome. So let me get my metronome ready. Faces says it helped me. Thanks. Good. So let's do this at 60 BPM. And we're going to have a subdivision of eighth notes, just so that's constantly in our ear. So we're going to start on low C. First play half notes, then you play half notes, then I'll play quarter notes, and then you'll play quarter notes, then I'll play eighth notes, and then you'll play eighth notes. All right, technology. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's the time. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so let's do half notes on low C. Now D, repeat after me. Now E, 1 and 2. Now F. If you can't play, please sing. That's going to help your playing as well. Please try to match the pitch if you're not able to play. Sing, hum, whistle, do what you can. Next note is G. Last note is G. All right. So I got a question. I got a question. What is a good exercise that includes breathing, long tones, flexibility, articulation, and range? That's a good question. And if you're asking me like what books to check out for each one of those, or an exercise that encompasses all of those things, really can't tell you. But I think the best exercise that can help you is one that you create on your own, one that serves you, right, to your best ability. And that just takes experimentation, that takes creativity, that takes looking at other books and other methods and stuff like that. So I really don't have an answer for that specifically. If I got some experienced trumpet players here, I got some pro trumpet players here. Please put in your 2 cents. I'm not the total. I got to be careful of what I said earlier, talking about I am. But I had to catch myself. You guys check that out? I had to catch myself about saying I am, and then what came after that. So, but I'm going to phone a friend, whoever's out there that has the answer for this question. It's a great question. But my answer is a good exercise is one that you create that includes all those things. So hopefully that helps. I know it's not too actionable. Go ahead, Brian, you got it. But if you guys missed earlier in the show, let me put on some music. It's a little silent. But if you missed earlier in the show, I talked about self-esteem. And as trumpet players, and even the students that I teach, me personally, we all suffer from low self-esteem. And once we play something that we don't like to hear, that really burns our ego. Really burns our ego. Really burns our ego. So what you have to do is not equate how you're playing right now, how you're sounding right now, as a personal attack on you. So just because you're playing out of tune doesn't mean you're a bad player. Just because you can't hit the note that you want to hit does not make you a sucky player. You do not suck. You do not, you're not bad. You just got to call it as it is. Call it without the emotion attached. And don't attach your own personal worth to your playing. Okay? So say, because I was really airy today. My tone, I haven't practiced in maybe 2 or 3 days. 2 days, I think. Let me give me some credit. But so I'm not going to equate that like, oh, my tone is just terrible. I'm a terrible player because my tone isn't focused. No. I'm just calling it as it is. My aperture size, the aperture in the middle of my lips is way too big. I need to bring more focus to my aperture, bring more focus to my tone. And I have strategies on how to do that. So I know how to work my way out of it. So if I'm out of tune, that just means I need to hear more in tune. That doesn't mean I'm a terrible player, right? So I just wanted to leave everybody with that because a lot of trumpet playing is more mental than we think. How we think about ourselves, maybe our limiting beliefs about ourselves. Our limiting beliefs about ourselves is really holding us back. You may think that you have some type of learning disability. You may think that you are too old to play. You may think that you have memory issues. You may think that a whole myriad of things. But ask yourself this question. Does that thought serve you in any way? Does that thought make you better? That's a yes or no. If it doesn't, then eliminate it. Replace it with something else. Replace it with a different perspective on that. Instead of saying I am, say I have a propensity to, I have a tendency to. I have a tendency to play sharp, or I have a tendency to play flat. So how can I fix that? And turn your problems into more solution-based questions, and turn your problem into more solutions. How can I bring up the pitch if I'm always flat? How can I play more in tune if I'm always sharp? What are some ways that I can fix that? How can I do that? Right? So let's see what we got here. I'm loving it. I'm loving the community aspect so far. I'm here. I don't have all the answers, and that's why I love always trying to build myself up and invest in learning more, doing more, and see what other trumpet players are doing, what they say, what are some opinions out there. We got Michael Santos in the building saying, hey, I just want to say thank you for giving out tips for new trumpet players out there like me. Keep it up. Thank you, Michael. If you haven't liked the video so far, please like it. Oh yeah, in the building says you helped me so much. Goodness Nice says, sir, thank you so much. I have learned a lot from your classes. Thank you so much for being here. Goodness. Michael also says, I feel like the trumpet needs a revive on the music industry. Oh, I think I feel the revive. I feel like I hear more trumpets in the music today. I hear more horns, and actual like real horns too. So all right, y'all. So last thing before I go is doing these warm-ups, it for me, it doesn't take an hour to do. Only takes an hour because, I'm interacting with y'all. We're talking. I'm explaining stuff. But when I'm alone practicing, it doesn't take an hour. It maybe takes, like, doing these things maybe take anywhere from 10, 15 minutes. Just not going through the motions, but just making sure I touch on everything, maybe 2 minutes at a time. But if you like this show, like just playing along, got the community going, you can ask questions, you can talk to people in real time. If you're live, if you're watching on the replay, go ahead and put your questions below, put your concerns below, talk to me, tell me where you're from, say hey, and yeah. Neo Colors. When I'm having a trumpet-related problem, the first step for me is to ask the question really precisely, like, what is the exact problem? And the answer comes by normally. Yeah, for sure. I think what happens is that, and I had to get out of this mindset too, is we fall victim to our problems. We fall victim to what's happening, and we kind of dwell in it rather than asking questions about, okay, this is happening, how can I fix it, or how can I get someone to help me to fix it, rather than saying, like, this is all that it is, it's never going to change, this is who I am, this is how I play. You see how many I ams there is, and then see the negative connotation that's after that, the negative energy. And so the universe is going to match that energy. So you got to be careful on what you say, because thoughts turn into words, words turn into actions, and actions turn into habits, and we're creatures of habit. So if you want to change a habit, you got to change your thinking. You got to change your mental. And that's a reminder for myself, for sure. What's up, Juliet? What's up, Eugenia? Christian, thank you so much, Black Trumpeter, for your tips, love, mission, and vision. Thank you so much for joining me on the mission. I'm just trying to get more trumpet players in the world. I want more people to play the trumpet because it's a great instrument. So anybody that's out there that's helping the cause, like Mr. Brian Davis, Mr. Chris Davis, excuse me if I'm missing anyone, but anyone that's out there trying to help trumpet players learn, practice, and grow on the trumpet. Because, I meet a lot of people during the day, or, just casually, and they might see something related to trumpet, and they're like, oh, I used to play trumpet in middle school. I used to play trumpet in this time and that time. That was 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And I say, what happened? And then usually it's life that happened. It's I didn't like the band director. The band director made it a terrible experience, or it wasn't fun, or I didn't like the kids in my class at the time. They made fun of me because of such and so. So what I want to do is revive that love for the trumpet, why you picked it up in the first place, or like be the light and help light that fire to why you want to pick up the trumpet in the first place if you're new to it. And then just keep that fire going and not let that flame blow out, because it's a delicate flame playing the trumpet, starting new, starting fresh. And so you got to protect it at all costs, because life is going to try to blow that fire out. It's really delicate if you don't take care of it. Brian Davis, thank you so much, my man. You're Doing a great job, my man. Thanks for all you do. Thank you for all you do. I'm glad you're back. I noticed you're back to your exercise of the day, exercise of the week, Mondays. So you guys go check that out. He got some more videos up. Go to Brian Davis Airflow Music and for some play along exercises for sure. All right, I better get busy too, for sure. You guys enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy this Monday. Thank God it's Monday. Come on, let's get it. Go to work, go to play. Enjoy your holiday for folks in the States or for people that celebrate Thanksgiving. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving, a great holiday. Enjoy the cold or hot weather. My name is Aaron, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.